Hello, Leo, and welcome to Firestar Tarot. I am Empress Egypt, and this is a little bit different. We are going to be doing a shadow reading today, okay? So we're going to be tapping into not only you, but we're going to be tapping into your person as well, and we're going to be looking at the shadows not only within you, but within your partner. Sometimes it's good to kind of look at the negatives in our life and the things that we need to face, so that's exactly what this reading is, okay? Before we get started, you guys, I do have a few quick rules. Don't forget, gender is fluid, all right? So if we speak of masculine and feminine, that is referring to the energies and energy only. Energy can be fluid, you guys, so the roles can be switched, okay? Cross-watcher this reading. I'm not really incorporating you in this reading. I have decided to do 2 shadow work readings a month as well as 2 love readings. So even within the shadow work readings, we're still going to be focusing on love. That's why I'm doing you versus them. But ultimately, we'll have just a love reading as well. So Leo, I am a little bit late getting your the other half of the videos out. Normally, I upload them by Friday, so we are a few days late. So that means, Leo, you will be getting another reading within the few days. I start uploading on Tuesday again, okay? So by Wednesday or Thursday, you should have not only this reading, but your general love reading for next week as well, this coming week, okay? We're already coming into this week, so I do apologize. Anything I don't go over in the intro, you guys, will be in the description box, including my giveaway. I am going to be doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. All you have to do to be entered to win, is be subscribed to my YouTube channel, okay? That's it. I do randomly choose a winner, and then I actually announce the winner on Instagram. So make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media links, okay? Let's see. I think that's pretty much it, you guys. Again, anything that I have forgotten, I will put in the description box. Also, too, you guys, it'll be a little bit smoky for a minute, but also, too, if you guys do want to book a personal reading, if you are interested in tapping into your shadows in your personal life, then my email is in the description box, all right? Just send me an email and be like, hey, Empress Egypt, I would like a personal reading or at least a price list to your personal reading, and I'll send you over a price list, okay? All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and tap into your shadows. We're going to go with you first, Leo. First card up, we do have the 8 of Swords in reverse. We're going for 6 cards, okay, Leo? We'll also be pulling out of the Fairy Oracle for advice from Spirit. I will be reading directly out of the book for the Fairy Oracle, all right? Wow, we also have the 5 of Wands coming through. And I'll show you guys the pictures once I actually tell you guys what's going on. I'll hold the pictures of the card up for you guys, okay? I'll hold the cards up, sorry. Let's see. Let's get a few more cards, Spirit, when it comes to the shadows within my Leo's life. Not only the shadows, but the dark areas, the challenges, the problems, the restarts, the fears. Show me everything. We also have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse coming through, okay? I'm using the Deviant Tarot to tap into your shadows, and then we will be using, again, the Fairy Oracle, and we'll actually use a little bit of the Island Time Wellness Oracle as far as the possible outcome goes between you two. But we're going to focus on you first, Leo, okay? All right, Leo, so like I said, we do have the 8 of Swords coming up. We also have, wow, interesting, the 4 of Cups in reverse, okay? We also have the King of Swords coming through. Get one more card, Spirit, when it comes to my Leos, please. One more card. And we have the Temperance. Interesting. Sag energy, okay? All right, Leo, so let's go ahead and talk about this. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Knight of Wands, okay? So let's see here. All right, where do we begin? And then I will be clarifying, too, with the Hermetic deck if you guys are interested in the decks that I use. I haven't put them in the description box yet, but I can put links for you guys. Just let me know in the comments or even in the chat box. Hey, Chris, how are you? All the way from UK over there on Facebook, I see. Also, to you guys, I am live streaming not only on Facebook as YouTube as well, and I can see your comments, so just say hello. All right, so first of all, again, with the 8 of Swords in reverse, this is telling me there's definitely a lot of isolation when it comes to your thoughts, Leo, meaning that there's a lot of things that maybe you don't talk with other people over. Maybe you keep a lot of these thoughts to yourself. So clearly we're going to clarify and find out exactly what it is that you're keeping to yourself. But all in all, I feel like a lot of you guys are really trapped within your thought process, okay? We also have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is telling me that there's a lot of competition going on, okay? If not a lot of competition, then just a lot of options, or either the person you're dealing with has a lot of options, so this is something that is bothering you, okay? Or maybe you just felt like an option in your past, and this is kind of some of the burdens that you carry. We also have the Nine of Pentacles coming through. Okay, this is telling me too that there's a lot of things that just aren't going very well for you financially, Leo. Maybe there's been some things that you've worked really hard for, and you're just feeling like, those bad cycles aren't ending, and you're ready to start a new cycle when it comes to, finances, when it comes to career, when it comes to job. So I do feel like there are a lot of burdens within you not being able to complete out a cycle and start a new cycle. Again, with the Four of Cups too, this is that energy of somebody walking away from you here, okay? All in all, there's a few cards here when it comes to love, and then there's even deeper issues when it just comes to your thought process, okay? But all in all, we do have the King of Swords here and the King of Wands on the bottom of the deck, telling me that there is still a lot of clarity within you, Leo. There's a lot of communication within the way you're thinking, within your thoughts, as well as a lot of passion kind of fueling you. Clearly, Leo, you are a fire sign, so of course, the passion is going to be, just a part of you, that fiery, kind of ambitious attitude, okay? We also have the Temperance coming through. So this is telling me that there is some type of balancing kind of going on. So now whether this is somebody from your past that's walked away, possibly the person you clicked on this video for, kind of maybe might be coming back, okay? Or at least this is what you're hoping. You're hoping that someone from your past might be coming back here. So let's go ahead and clarify and find out exactly what's going on with all of these cards and get a better detail understanding of some of the shadows that you're facing, okay, Leo? So like I said, we're going to be clarifying with the Hermetic deck. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the Eight of Swords first and find out what it is that has you feeling trapped. Why do you feel so isolated here, okay? Hi, Diana, how are you? All right, so Spirit, show me why the Eight of Swords is here in reverse. We have the King of Pentacles coming through, okay? So that has to do with a lot of the things that you're manifesting, Leo, in life, and the things that you're working really hard with when it comes to dynamics. Now, whether these dynamics are social dynamics, whether this is family dynamics, friends, anything that you can think of when it comes to third-party situations. So this could even, be relationships. It's just one of those things where I feel like a lot of my Leos are working really hard. They're really focusing on getting those dynamics worked out, working with others really well to be able to finance. And it makes perfect sense with this Knight of Pentacles coming through in reverse. I feel like, honestly, there was something that happened financially here. And I feel like there was just been some burdens. And of course, with everything going on worldwide, financially has taken a toll on a lot of us. So, it could be a lot of this burdens, but I do see you working really hard, Leo, okay? You're working really hard when it comes to getting out of that isolation, entrapment, when it comes to beating yourself up. It's like you're still beating yourself up, but you're trying to figure out how to go forward, like how to not be trapped anymore and how to end out this cycle. With eights and nines, this is kind of like a lot of ending out your cycles, kind of getting over a lot of the problems and fears. But now it's like, okay, how do I finally just end this cycle and start a new one, okay? Spirit, anything else? Whoa, way too many cards. Sorry, you guys. I have butterfingers right now. Let's see what's going on. So we know that ultimately you're kind of going within not really hermit mode, okay? It's more of I feel like, honestly, Leo, you've just been really trapped in those thoughts. Like those thoughts have been going back and forth as far as what do you do? This is involving work, okay? This is involving, it's not really family unless you work with family here, okay? And it's not really a partner unless you work with a partner. This has to do with manifesting things long-term, okay? So your goals, work, money. We also have the King of Wands coming through. All right, so there is creativity within you, Leo, okay? And there is the power to manifest, and you do work well with others. So ultimately, the reason Spirit would bring this up as far as shadow work goes is because of you kind of doubting yourself in your head here, okay? With the Eight of Swords in reverse energy. It's like you have the power to manifest, Leo. You have creativity that fuels you, but ultimately, there's still something going on within your thoughts that you doubt yourself, okay? Or you second guess yourself here. So Spirit's trying to say, and I will get overall advice as far as the whole read goes with you, Leo, but Spirit is trying to tell you to wrap or get a hold of those thoughts, okay? Don't stop yourself from manifesting. Don't stop the creative juices from flowing just because you're doubting yourself here, okay? So let's find out what's going on with the Five of Wands. Spirit, show me why the Five of Wands is here. What is going on with the competition? Why do my Leos feel like there's competition? And why is this a dark area in their life? Show me what I need to see. And this could have to do with work. This could have to do with everything in life, you know, feeling trapped because you feel like everybody else around you is better than you, okay? Maybe not better than you, but you just feel like there's some type of competition, okay? So the last judgment came out when it came down to clarifying why you feel competition. So it has to do with the decision that was made. Some decision that was made really has you feeling like an option, okay? So maybe this has to do with the person that you're thinking of. Ultimately, we will find out what's going on. If we do not find out what's going on through your read, maybe we can find out through your person's, okay? All right, Spirit, why the last judgment? What decision was made that had my Leo feeling like an option here? Show me what I need to see, please. I do feel like, honestly, Leo, sometimes you can be your worst enemy. You know, I feel like it's not that you don't have confidence, okay? It has nothing to do with confidence. It's just that sometimes when things don't go your way, you allow those things to really beat you up, okay? You allow them to stop you from maybe seeking other opportunities or seeking other creative, like, you know, adventures, okay? But ultimately, you are kind of being your worst enemy here. You're doubting yourself, ultimately, okay? And you're creating a lot of the competition within your own head. But ultimately, you do feel like, honestly, somebody has left you like an option here, okay? We have the Queen of Wands, so maybe you were dealing with someone that was a fire sign like you, Leo. Ultimately, though, honestly, there was something that had to do with the decision made. Maybe, again, your person. There was a lack of passion, okay? There was a lack of a new beginning with this individual, and there was a lack of love because you do have the King of Cups in reverse as well as the Temperance coming through again, okay? Yeah, I really feel like here, honestly, this person made a decision to not be with you. And when this person made that decision to not be with you, of course, it cut off any passion, it cut off any love, or at least what you think, you know, is considered passion and love. You feel like without them, of course, you're not having these things, okay? But look, Temperance is coming through again, okay, Leo, meaning that I do feel like you are going to get justice for this situation. So let's see what's going on here. Yeah, ultimately, I just feel like, honestly, when this person made this decision, and maybe you even made the decision, Leo, it's kind of hard to say at this point in the reading, but ultimately there was a decision that was made, okay? And whoever made that decision, Leo, it has you feeling a lack of passion. It has you feeling a lack of love. And again, it just has you feeling like you're going to reconciliate with this person. So clearly we're going to find out, but there has to be something within that area that is going to be something that needs to really be focused on, okay? Honestly, with the Five of Wands coming out first is telling me that the competition part is what has you more bothered. Not that, you know, not having love and not having passion with this person doesn't bother you, but I feel like, Leo, honestly, with the Five of Wands energy here, you're really feeling this competition. This is what's got you bothered, or at least this is what Spirit is trying to say is the ultimate issue, okay? It's not the fact, yes, this person made a decision, okay, or you made this decision to end this relationship, but ultimately, you still want to reconciliate with this person with the Temperance card, okay? You know there's no passion, you know there's no love, you want to reconciliate, you want to bring back that passion and love, but ultimately, Spirit is telling you that the issue is not about this love coming back or not coming back, it's about whatever has you feeling like there's competition, like you're an option, okay? So ultimately, we will find out, of course, from Spirit, what is the best advice for handling that situation. But ultimately, again, Leo, you're being your worst enemy here. You know, you're stopping yourself from understanding your full potential, not only when it comes to creative adventures, but when it comes to your love as well. Okay, we are going to dive deeper and find out what exactly is going on with this person. But first, let's tap into the Nine of Pentacles in reverse and find out what is going on. Why are you not able to take that last step when it comes to your finances? Or why are you not able to start a new cycle when it comes to finances, okay? So clearly this message is going to be for somebody who has been struggling a little bit more financially, and maybe somebody who is in separation with their person, okay? I thought I saw something flip. Guess not. So Spirit, why is the Nine of Pentacles here in reverse? Show me what I need to see. Nope, there was something that had flipped. the Ten of Wands. Yeah, Ten of Wands in reverse. So this is still talking about the Five of Wands, okay? Because it had flipped before I had started clarifying the Nine of Pentacles here in reverse. Ultimately, honestly, this decision had you feeling really oppressed, and you still feel really oppressed by this situation with this person, okay? The fact that you don't have them, the fact that there's no passion, no love, it just has you really down and out on your thoughts. Not only your thoughts, but just everything. So everything good, everything bad, every situation that you can possibly think of between you and this person, it has you feeling oppressed. Like you feel like your thoughts are wrapped up on this person, straight up. It's like you can't get your mind off them here. What's going on with the Nine of Pentacles, though, in reverse, Spirit? Princess of Pentacles. Interesting enough, so this has to do with the feminine energy within you, Leo. I feel like, honestly, the feminine Leo is the one who is being kind of more dominating. Interesting enough, I feel like the masculine energy should be taking over. Not taking over, but there should be that equal balance here. And I feel like, honestly, there's something going on with the feminine energy within you when it comes to manifestation, or either the masculine energy within you when it comes to manifesting your finances, all right? Spirit, show me a little bit more. Why is the Princess of Pentacles here, and why is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse? Show me what I need to see when it comes to my Leos and what's going on with the Nine of Pentacles, please. The Three of Swords, okay? Lord of Sorrow. So I do feel like, honestly, something's happened. King of Cups, yeah. I feel like, honestly, maybe you depended on this person financially that walked away from you. If you didn't, it was just like when they walked away, or when they made the decision to, whatever this decision was, okay? Whatever decision was made between you guys, I feel like, honestly, this is where you lost your taking that last step. I feel like, you know, you really focused on this person walking away, or the fact that this person, it didn't work, okay? So Diana, I don't actually take, let's see. Let me see who's all on here, you guys. Okay, as far as questions goes, Facebook and YouTube, the way I do it is I don't ask personal questions. I do general readings. If you guys do have personal questions, my email is in the description box. All you have to do is email me and I'll send you over a price list. But as far as what I do, general readings should apply to you pretty well. Maybe not every single video will apply to you, but you will find messages throughout any one of my videos that pertain to some aspect of your life, okay? So all in all, just understand that these are general readings, and anything private or any personal questions would be personal, okay? So just email me and we can go from there. But yeah, so ultimately, Leo, I do feel like when it comes to manifesting, not necessarily just relationships, but everything in life, okay? So your house, your car, your home, you know, all the good stuff, right? Well, not the good stuff, but the 3D stuff, the tangible things, okay? I do feel like ultimately there was something that happened. I feel like you really depended on this person in some way, shape, or form. So when this person made a decision to, whether it was, and I'm feeling like it's an ending because of the reconciliation here, okay? Doesn't actually have to be in the 3D. This can be just, you know, that you guys are in a relationship and it's kind of, you know, taking its toll on you guys. But ultimately, there's some decision that was made here, okay? And when that decision was made, I feel like, honestly, Leo, you really depended on this person. Whether this person, you know, gave you some type of confidence, or whether this person actually financially supported you, there's this strong feeling of codependency coming through, okay? Yeah, and it has to do with no longer having this this person, this king of love, or no longer having this love. I honestly feel like this relationship has kind of stopped you from progressing, from ending cycles and manifesting and being the best you that you possibly can, Leo. So, and there's a lot of sorrow in this moment, okay? There's a lot of sorrow when it comes to this lack of love. There's a lot of sorrow when it comes to you not, you know, getting the things that you were hoping for, wishing for when it came to the manifestation within this person, within your job, within everything, okay? So what's going on with the the Four of Cups? We do have the Emperor in reverse. So yeah, your person walked away from you, okay? And again, just because it says the Emperor does not mean for my masculines out there that it is a guy. It's just the masculine energy. So it's the counterpart. Yeah, Queen of Cups in reverse. So I do feel like, honestly, this person made another choice, okay? And this is why you felt like an option. Makes very clear sense. Makes sense, okay? You feel like the person they're with, it's like you don't really know. It's like a part of you. It's like a part of you knows they're not happy, but a part of you doesn't fully know, you know? There is a lot of you really focused on the fact that they walked away, though. Like that, there's a lot of your focus right there. That's kind of what's stopping you from manifesting. That's what's stopping you from creating these things. Okay, Leo? Let's see, 19 minutes. I just want to make sure I'm good on time, okay? Spirit, why is the King of Swords here? Show me what I need to see when it comes to the King of Swords, please. Why is the King of Swords here? Way too many cards, you guys. What is the mental clarity that my Leo has? What is the mental clarity and why is it considered shadows? Show me what I need to see when it comes to the King of Swords, please, Spirit. King of Swords energy. Six of Cups, yeah. So it's like, you know now, right? It's like something happened, Leo. This person, when they walked away, in past tense, there was this strong feeling of, it's like before maybe this person took from you, or maybe they weren't clear with you before. I feel like, honestly, you didn't have the mental clarity with this person that you wanted. But ultimately, with the Six of Cups clarifying the King of Swords energy, I do feel like you had the mental clarity yourself. I feel like a lot of this equal give and take that's coming through with the Six of Cups, this could be a soulmate connection as well, okay? But ultimately, with the King of Swords, there is this sense of mental clarity with this issue, okay, when it comes to the equal give and take of the situation. So I feel like even though this relationship is in separation, even though you want this reconciliation, ultimately you still feel like, even though there's a lot of sadness here, you still feel this equal give and take. So even if you're not in communication here, I feel like you guys, it's this strong soulmate connection. Like, you feel their energy. It's like you don't have to communicate with them, even though you want to communicate with them. It's like you don't have to, honestly, because it's like you feel it. You feel this equal give and take. You still feel it. And ultimately, we want to know why the Temperance is here. Why is the Temperance here, Spirit? Why is this coming through for shadow work? Why is the Temperance here? Show me what I need to see when it comes to my Leos and why the Temperance card is here, please, Spirit. Why is the Temperance card here? What is the reconciliation? Is there reconciliation coming through? What is bad about the reconciliation? Show me what I need to see. We have the Devil in reverse. So yeah, there's reconciliation coming from your end. Like, you want to reconciliate with this energy, honestly, Leo, but with the Devil in reverse, someone's not changing, okay? And maybe both of you guys aren't changing here, but ultimately, a lot of the shadows that lie within you, honestly, Leo, has to do with the way you beat yourself up, the way you think, the way you're thinking of this situation, okay? So there's a few things that I want to point out that are pretty important here when it comes to your shadows, okay, Leo? First of all, feeling like competition, feeling like an option, okay? The only way you can truly feel like an option or feel like a second choice is because you allowed it, okay? And I know that sounds shitty, Leo. Trigger warning here on my channel. I'm going to tell you the things that you need to hear, not the things that you want to hear. So ultimately, Spirit is saying, though, there is some things that you need to look at and focus at when it comes to this feeling like an option, feeling like competition, okay? Same thing when you're feeling isolated, like you can't get shit. Like, if this person walked away, now you feel like you're never going to have love again. Like, you don't deserve love. Like, you're not worthy. Like, there's this thought process that goes behind the absence of somebody you feel dependent on, okay? I hope that makes sense to you guys. Ultimately, Leo, this person did walk away from you. So let's clear the table. Let's get overall advice when it comes to you, Leo, when it comes to how Spirit can see, you know, why or what it is, all right? Any advice that Spirit needs to give you when it comes to the way you're feeling, when it comes to, you know, this relationship, when it's coming to the way you're thinking of feeling like an option. You know, why are you being your own worst enemy here? Why are you stopping yourself from manifesting? And I do feel like a lot of this is because you are focusing your energy on this person, so you're not able to move forward. And if you are moving forward, it's still this Nine of Pentacles in reverse energy. It's not that you haven't completed the steps that you need to complete. It's that you are willingly keeping yourself from not fully manifesting something new because you're still holding on to the fact of reconciliation with this person. Does that make sense? It's like you depend on this person to communicate with you. You depend on this person to come back to be able to have happiness. And I think ultimately what Spirit's going to tell you is that most of your happiness is going to lie within you, not someone else. So it's important to understand that, all right? So let's clear out this area here, and let's go ahead and get advice for you, Leo, when it comes to the shadows, okay? And then we will tap into your person's energy. And then we will also find out what is the possible outcome between you two, okay? All right, Spirit, show me what I need to see when it comes to my Leos, please. Advice for my Leos when it comes to the shadows within their life. Ancestors among me, spirit guides, light workers, show me what I need to see when it comes to the shadows within my Leos. Advice for Leos, please. Advice for my Leos, please. Advice for my Leos. And I will read out of the book for this one, you guys. I cannot compare to the book. The book just, it's so detailed. I can't even talk. It's a great book. Spirit, show me what I need to see for my Leos, please. Advice for my Leos when it comes to the shadows within their life and this connection, please. We did get the, I can never read the cursive writing in this, you guys. Hold on. The cursive writing is just so intense that it's like really hard to read it. It's number 58. I'll read it out of the book. It should be easier. Let's see. Faf the footer. Faf the footer. Okay, you did get it in the reverse. I guess let me show it to you guys in the upright first. So this is what it looks like in the upright. It is Faf the footer, okay? You did get it in the reverse though, okay? But this card is about being real, earthing, grounding, and centering yourself, okay? Let's see. In the reverse though, it says, "Oh help, get someone to send a balloon up and pull back down to earth." Let me reread this. I'm so sorry, Leo. I don't know where I've been today. My energy's all over the place. So in the reverse, it says, "Oh help, get someone to send a balloon up and pull you back down to earth with it. This is urgent. It is difficult, sometimes impossible, to contact you from planet Earth while you are floating off in your own personal soap bubble. Do come back. Do this right now. The world is full of sharp edges for soap bubbles to run into. They then go pop and tumble us onto the hard ground or into a dark and dangerous water below. The better choice is to bring ourselves down gently into the embrace of Earth Mother. Alternatively, learn to fly properly. This card reverse can also speak to those who draw their energy from others rather from the source. Extasius' song, which is card number 2, okay? Having lost awareness of that fundamental connection. It can indicate that we have lost a proper sense of ourselves as whole and holy and are seeing ourselves as much less than we are. What did I say, Leo? Ultimately, when it comes to a lot of your shadows and a lot of the areas that you need to focus on, it's going to be just not doubting yourself. It's not about self-worth. Yes, the two kind of do go hand in hand, but I don't feel like a lot of my Leos don't have self-worth. I feel like what it is there's a lot of, because of things that don't go right, it's an automatic response to ultimately say, okay, well, this didn't go right, so don't do this. And so it's like we somewhat get closed-minded with, possibilities, okay, or opportunities because of past opportunities that may seem similar, okay? So ultimately what Spirit is telling you is to not allow that to consume you. Bring yourself back down to earth. And Leo, it's applied to you in a different way. I don't feel like you guys are in a balloon floating up in the air, like, big-headed, just kind of lost. I feel like ultimately that place is in your head. Instead of being drifted up and having to be brought down and grounded back to earth, I feel like you've kind of floated into your head, and it's like you're kind of just floating around in your head, not really sure what decisions to make or what to really do, how to push forward. Do you stay where you're at? Do you leave this connection, or do you go forward? That's kind of how it is right now for you. But ultimately what Spirit is saying with this card is just ground yourself, okay? Just find that happy medium, okay? Start to really think about what it is that really has you feeling certain ways and try to target those areas. So ultimately, there's going to be a lot of just really focusing on the things that have you feeling like an option. And so if it's this person walking away from you, then ultimately there needs to be something further back to be looked at, because ultimately, like, when you feel someone's walking out on you and you feel like you have to depend on their every move, that's actually because there's something in your past that hasn't been addressed. And so there's like abandonment issues, or, there's so many different options for every single one of you guys. All right, so let's go ahead and tap into your person, Leo, and find out what it is that their shadows are. What shadows are they facing? And of course, we'll look at the possible outcome between you two, okay? All right, Spirit, show me, Spearmint. I always say that, Spearmint instead of Spirit. All right, Spirit, show me the shadows within my Leo's person, please. Show me the dark areas within their life, the problems, the challenges, the fears, the obstacles. Show me what I need to see when it comes to my Leo's person, please. Show me what I need to see when it comes to my Leo's person. Show my Leos what they need to see when it comes to their person, the dark areas, the shadows, and all in between. Show me what I need to see. All right. See what's going on here. 6 cards for your person as well, all right? All right, Spirit. Show me the dark areas of my Leo's person, please. King of Pentacles in reverse. 3 of Wands. Knight of Cups. 3 more cards, Spirit, please. Shadows of Leo's person. 3 more cards. Knight of Wands in reverse. And again, maybe this, maybe you made the decision. Sorry, my cat, you guys. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse. Bottom of the deck, the Magician in reverse. Okay, so honestly, with your person, the shadows within your person, Leo, I do feel like in the past your person was a trickster, okay? And so a lot of the energy that grounds you also grounds them. So a lot of your doubts within yourself are because of the tricks that kind of went on within you and this person, possibly in even other connections as well. But ultimately, for your person's energy, it's the same thing, okay? This person's trickery that they have put onto others has created trickery within their head. So this is really grounding a lot of their energy, okay? So we do have the King of Pentacles in reverse coming up first. So this is telling me, honestly, Leo, that your person has a hard time manifesting things, okay? This can be that ultimately they've lost everything, if it's not that they've lost everything, it's just there's a disconnect when it comes to manifestation, okay? It's like they don't know how to fully manifest, or their dark areas in life are because of this lack of manifestation, okay? Or this lack of being able to manifest. The 3 of Wands, okay? There's a lot of illusions with the 3 of Wands. There's a lot of self-respect. There's a lot of fixation and stagnation. Well, not even fixation and stagnation. I can't even say that. But the 3s are about kind of new births when it comes to creations. However, with the 3 of Wands, though, ultimately there's a lot of influence, okay, of the moon in this card, meaning there's a lot of illusions, or there can be illusions within things. Things at night just don't seem what they do in the daytime, okay? They're totally 2 different things between day and night. Ultimately, with the 3 of Wands energy, it is influenced by the moon, okay? So it's not saying that their new journey is wrong. It's just saying that there's illusions within their journey, okay, within this new journey. Knight of Cups energy here, okay? Knight of Cups energy is telling me that your person does want to take action when it comes to love, okay? Now, whether this is the connection they're in, your connection, ultimately, we're going to have to clarify and find out. But ultimately, they do have the Knight of Cups energy, okay? And the Knight of Cups energy is kind of like Prince Charming, comes sweep you off your feet, likes to take action. And ultimately, with this the trickster energy at the bottom of the grounding, I feel like, honestly, it's like this kind of wanting to rewrite wrongs here. Knight of Wands energy in reverse. This is telling me right now there's no passion in their connection, or wherever they're at, whatever they're doing in life, whether they're single or in a relationship, there is no passion, or there is again, a disconnect when it comes to passion, okay? So there's not a whole lot of creativity in their life. There's not a whole lot of intimacy. So even if they're in a connection, there's still not a whole lot of intimacy here. 2 of Pentacles in reverse, right? They're having a really hard time at just being able to handle things. They're having a really hard time when it comes to balancing things out and juggling things out in life. I feel like we're going to clarify, but I feel like, honestly, in their head, they just realized they fucked up when it came to a lot of the things. And it's like during the times of trial and error, they didn't realize what was in those moments. Like, they didn't see the opportunities in those moments. I feel like there was a lot of this person, again, that trickery they created within the circles around them, including your relationship, I feel like it was tricks within their head too here. And this is why it was really hard for them to be able to balance, and just be able to juggle in life. And so I feel like, honestly, a lot of the past mistakes are now kind of coming back. It's not that I'm seeing karma or anything, but ultimately there's a lot of not being able to balance the way things have been thrown out at your person, okay? Queen of Swords energy in reverse. I feel like, honestly, there's been a lot of lack of mental clarity or in your person's head, period. So we're going to clarify and find out what's going on here, because clearly there's some tricks going on, not only in your person's mind, but also in the way they come across to you. So let's find out what's going on here, right? Spirit, why is the King of Pentacles in reverse here? Seven of Cups, Lord of Illusionary Success, right? In the reverse. I feel like, honestly, it's hard for you guys to see that card because we'll have to hold it back here. Ultimately, though, the King of Pentacles in reverse, the reason your person is not able to manifest, Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck in reverse. Honestly, your person wasn't clear before, okay? Past tense, before in the past, they weren't able to manifest with you, or they didn't manifest a connection with you because of this, all right? Because of illusionary success. But this is in the reverse now. So this is telling me that, honestly, they know now that what they're in, or whatever current energy this is, the things they didn't manifest were illusions. Meaning they walked away from things that they thought weren't good, but those things were actually good. Okay, so there's those illusions in that. Okay, also too, whatever they're going through right now, there's illusions within that. They know now that there's not success in these things, there's failures in these things. Okay, what is going on with the Three of Wands? What are the illusions within this new beginning? Show me what I need to see. Why is the Three of Wands here? Show me what I need to see, Spirit, with the Three of Wands energy. Knight of Wands. Like I said, Leo, I do feel like you might be dealing with another fire sign, or if not, somebody that's just possessing that fire energy. Maybe you guys shared a lot of passion, so this passion is just coming through very strongly. Bottom of the deck, Three of Wands, again in reverse. So yeah, I feel like, honestly, this is just... they're battling their passion. They're battling their creative side. They're battling their influences. I feel like one moment they are confident in the new journey they're taking, and then one moment they're second doubting everything. Okay. Spirit, give me a few more cards when it comes to the Three of Wands, please. Two of Pentacles, again, yeah, balancing. They're trying to balance it out, though. Okay. So there is a lot of going back and forth when it comes to some new beginning they've taken, whether this is the new beginning they're in not working out, and wanting to take a new beginning, a new journey, or whether this is them just building up the courage and the balancing of their thoughts, the balancing of manifestation to begin a new beginning with you, okay? Spirit, what's going on here? Show me what I need to see when it comes to the Three of Wands, please. One more card. One more card here. It's too many cards, but I'll take them. Yep, there's that decision again, okay? Yep, and the Ten of Wands. So we have the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Last Judgment, and the Ten of Wands. Okay. So again, this does have a lot to do with you. I do feel like your person, honestly, they know the burdens they put on you, Leo. Okay. They know the burdens of past tense. They understand the damage they've done. They're pretty much oppressing themselves in the same way. But also, too, the Ten of Wands is about releasing those burdens. So I feel like, honestly, here shortly, or here in this, previous time frame, maybe with the pandemic, who knows? I feel like they honestly did a lot of thinking here. Okay, they did a lot of rethinking and reevaluating everything, playing everything that they did wrong in their head over again, and also what others did to them in their head over again, plus the decisions they've made and where they're at. So there's a lot of this feeling of really evaluating things. Okay. But with the Ten of Wands, this is telling me that they have released those burdens. Okay, so there's been an ending to the way they were thinking and the burdens they were carrying with the way they treated you. Okay, interesting. We also wait. I put it out. All right. We also have the Last Judgment, right? So this is that decision they made. This is the decision they made to no longer carry those burdens and to take action. Okay. when it comes to the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, Leo, definitely a fire sign energy, definitely your energy. Okay, I feel like honestly they feel this separation. They're not happy with the separation. They're not happy with the decision they made. And I feel like honestly, Leo, your person carried those burdens around for a while, straight up. But they do want to balance things out. Okay, they do want to manifest. They do want to come in writing and bringing in passion and creativity and a new beginning here, right? Like I said, there's still some influencing going on. There's still some illusions within what they're doing, but currently their process is going back and forth and balancing things out. Okay, so let's find out what is going on with the Knight of Cups here. All right, Spirit, why is the Knight of Cups here? Show me what I need to see when it comes to the Knight of Cups energy, please. Knight of Cups energy with my Leo's person. Okay, a few cards flipped. We have the Four of Pentacles, okay? So I do feel like, honestly, past tense, your person was being very greedy, okay? We also have the Ace of Pentacles coming through. This is all about manifesting now. Remember, I was telling you, I feel like, honestly, your person left those burdens in the past. They released them, and they want to manifest with you now. We also have the Four of Swords. So I do feel like, honestly, though, your person is not resting, okay? I feel like it's like go, 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 go. It's like hurry up, fix everything I did wrong, come sweeping in and come rescue my person, right? Or go back to this past tense situation and fix, the things that are making your person feel unbalanced here, okay? Ultimately, though, there's still some greediness going on, right? It's like this energy of now this person knows they fucked up. They're going to come back rushing, and it's like you're theirs, and, it's kind of this greedy kind of feel, though. It's like maybe now they know they fucked up, and now maybe they feel you pulling your energy back. Maybe they just know that you're with someone else, or maybe they know that, their time is limited. Like they know that you've waited so long maybe here, or it's kind of hard to say at this point. I'm still going to clarify a few more cards here, but ultimately there is a little bit of greediness within this action, okay, Leo? So understand that with this person, that if they come in now, it's kind of a greedy way of thinking, because yes, they're working on balancing things out, but with the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Swords in reverse, okay, honestly, this is strong stagnation. This is strong fixation, okay? And because they're in the reverse, it's this sense of being greedy right now. Yes, I get it. This is what you've been waiting for. You want this person to come in expressing how they feel, especially if you felt that they felt this way, but they never said anything. It's this ultimate feeling of, yes, I'm excited. Come tell me the things that, you've been waiting for. It's like that justice, right? You want it served. But ultimately, if they come in with this energy, it's going to be of a greedy, it's not going to be, it's not that it's not true intentions. It's just that they're not where they need to be quite yet. You know what I'm saying? That this is still the fours. This is still a long process to go. It's like they had an epiphany. They know they fucked up, and now they want to come rushing in. But ultimately, again, this is that greedy feeling, right? This is where your person should be taking that time to really focus on things, focus on long term, not short term, focus on, the whole plan, not just reaction, okay? Because I think that's where things can go wrong, right? So let's take a look at what's going on here with the Knight of Wands energy. What is the Knight of Wands energy? Why is it in reverse? Show me what I need to see, Spirit, when it comes to the Knight of Wands energy in reverse, please. The Empress in reverse. Yeah. So they know it's like they know that what they have, and wow, the Five of Cups in reverse. They know that before they took pleasure in seeing you hurt. I know it's fucked up, but in the past they did. In the past they knew they hurt you, and it made them feel something. So I feel like, though, honestly, though, with the Five of Cups in reverse, they're no longer feeling like this. Like they know they fucked up. They know they hurt you, right? But before they would have took like this kind of spiteful, like playful energy with it. I don't know. It's like I can feel like in this past energy, this person, like they knew how to get you every time. I'm feeling like a repetitive energy, like repetitive here, to the point where it was like they knew what to tell you. Yeah, Princess of Pentacles. They knew what to tell you. They knew how to promise you the world because they knew where you were at. They knew how you cared for them here. okay? And ultimately, they know this. So before in the past, they would use that to get you, okay? Maybe even to sleep with you or to get you where they wanted. And then it was like once they got what they wanted, they kind of went off somewhere else. And this is why you kept feeling like an option over and over again. But ultimately, this person knows that that's how it was in the past. Like they know that they did those things and they enjoyed those things, fucked up as it is. But ultimately now it's this, now they know that. Okay, now they know that they did that, and they know that you were their counterpart, and they know that they treated you like this over and over again, and that it's like back then they didn't know you were their counterpart though. And I'm not saying that that's a good enough excuse, but it's just that they didn't know what they were doing. There were illusions within, again, magician in reverse. There was trickery. There was lots of trickery when it came to not only their thoughts, but the way they treated you as well. Okay. Why is the Two of Pentacles here, Spirit? What's going on with the Two of Pentacles in reverse? Show me what I need to see, please. Why is the Two of Pentacles here in reverse, Spirit? Show me what I need to see. How are we on time, you guys? 45 minutes. Awesome. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Shakita. I believe, right? I hope I pronounced your name right. I can barely see the writing, you guys. My computer screen is really far from me, okay? If I pronounce your name wrong, I'm sorry. But hey, everybody on YouTube, I see you guys coming through. Why is the Two of Pentacles here in reverse? Five of Pentacles and the King of Swords. So your person's having financial problems, straight up. The Five of Pentacles is the Lord of material trouble, okay? So I do feel like, honestly, remember how I told you I feel like your person was being kind of greedy right now? I feel like that's what this is. Now, if this isn't them being greedy, it could be that the party they're with, the person they're with, could be greedy, all right? Could be sucking their money out of them. Or if not, they're just foolishly spending their money. But ultimately, with the King of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, they know this. They know that the unbalancing that is happening, that is taking place, is because of material trouble. So I feel like, honestly, the only thing stopping them from you is money right now. I feel like your person's working here on manifesting, okay? Manifesting. Interesting enough, because I was scared that this energy might come in really quick because of the 2 4s in reverse here. But I feel like, honestly, they're just not taking that rest. They're not taking the time to rest. And you guys, we know that the answers we need always come in silence. They come in the quiet times. So this is why I said if this person comes in now, don't take this energy, because even though this is what you've wanted and you've waited for, if you take this energy, it's not proper, because, again, it's a fixation instead of a rest and taking in what they need to. So ultimately, though, your person is working here really hard, okay? They're working on balancing things back out. They're working on the decision that was made, okay? Yeah, 4 of Cups, Lord of Blended Pleasure. See, I feel like before they didn't know who you were. They didn't know what you were to them, okay? They didn't know that your love was unconditional. They were blinded. They were tricked. I feel like, again, there's something in the past that is, obviously there's something here from the past that is haunting your person that won't allow them to fully take that nurturing in. But ironically, you guys, it's important to understand with twin flame connections, and I don't know if this is a twin flame connection. Okay, we'll pull overall oracle and find out. But ultimately, with like twin flame connections and things like that, ultimately with twin flame connections, okay, I'm not going to say things like that because soulmate connections are different, okay? With twin flame connections, you can feel their energy. If you want to know if they're thinking about them, just focus on your heart's energy and you should be able to feel them, okay? Now, if it's not them, it could just be, you're feeling somebody else's energy that you think it's them and it's not. But ultimately, with twin flame connections and these kinds of connections, this love's always there. So even if this person treated you like shit in the past, you should still, again, like I was saying, if you feel like there's still this connection to this person, that's because there's something there. I just feel like, honestly, this person was just in a bad place before. I feel like there was a lot of things that go before you. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this is your fault that this person treated you like this. I think they're actually bringing baggage from the past or a lack of things in their past into the situation, or what was once a situation. Knight of Pentacles. They're going to take action now, though, honestly, Leo. They're going to take action here. Knight of Swords in reverse, though. I still feel like they're back and forth. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. They're going to manifest this, okay? It's not that I feel like, honestly, they're kind of back and forth right now, but not back and forth when it comes to taking action towards you, okay? They're back and forth on, should they take action now or should they wait? Should they, Ten of Pentacles, manifest everything, right? Get everything in. I feel like it's like they know you depend on them, okay? And maybe you haven't physically said this, Leo, to them, but they feel it. Do you get what I'm saying? All those, think about it, dude. If you haven't talked to this person in forever and you think about them, if there is that attachment, don't you think they feel that? I feel like that's what this is. I feel like they feel you either pulling your energy back or they feel you saying, fuck it, I need to do what I can for my life, get my shit together kind of energy. And again, this is why you were at the Nine of Pentacles in your reading, right? Because you are manifesting. You are trying to. There's just something holding you back. Well, what is it? This codependency on this person, right? Ultimately, you're not trusting yourself. You're not, creating this creativity in your mind because of a fear of failure, again, with a connection. Like, it's always this, again, with your energy, kind of doubting yourself, right? Ultimately, this person felt that. So they felt that you were dependent on them. Do you get what I'm saying? So now this energy's coming through and this energy's like, I got to get my shit together, right? But again, they keep going back and forth as far as to when they should take action here. Yeah, bottom of the deck. See, there's still illusions, though, within this person, okay? So it's important to understand that, Leo. There's still illusions going on within their head. That's why they're the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles, right? The Knight of Swords in reverse, still not clear, still not sure, still not communicating, right? Because they know what they need to do in the end game. They know what they need to do. They know that they need to manifest. They know that they need to create, again, the Ace of Pentacles, right? They need to manifest a good home. They need to, it's like they know that they failed you in the past and they didn't give you that long term. They didn't give you that commitment. They didn't give you the home. They didn't give you the house. So now they know that that's what they need to work for, okay? So before they can make the decision to communicate with you, they have to get this shit together. But ultimately, when it comes to the shadows that lie, there's still illusions within a lot of this, okay? So it's important that you let this person figure it out. You let them face, what it is that they truly want. You also have to set up boundaries within you, Leo. This is why Spirit was saying pay attention to the feeling like an option, the feeling like competition, okay? Because there's something in there, all right? There's something within that competition, within that feeling, like an option that you were supposed to learn, so that when this person comes back around, they can't do that to you again. Because a person, and I say this in all of my videos, you guys, a person will take what you give them, okay? So if there's something that you haven't worked on, Leo, and this person comes back around and they're in that mindset of getting their shit together, they've gotten their shit together, they've changed, and they come back to you, Leo, and you haven't created what it was that you were supposed to work on, you're just going to lose this person again, okay? So it's important, just as much as you expect this person to change, that you change as well. But it's also important to not change for this person. Do it for you. Do it so that no matter what, whether this person comes back or not, you won't allow this to happen again. And two, more importantly, you'll be able to manifest openly. You'll be able to end cycles and start new cycles because you've created boundaries, but at the same time, you've acknowledged that, you're not going to be perfect, but at the same time, you know that you can perfect things in a way that they'll work out, right? Does that make sense, you guys? I hope it does. So let's pull overall, not advice, but let's look at the possible outcome between you two, all right? All right, Spirit, show me what I need to see. I'll go over your guys' comments too. Whatever I didn't go over right now, I'll go back through once I'm done here. Okay, you guys? Awesome. I pronounced your name right. Awesome, Shakita. Thank you. Telling you the letters look super, super small. We have Cupid arrow, right? We know this, okay? I don't know if you pulled back your energy or what, Leo, but or if this, look, I've already said this in like all of my readings, you guys, straight up. This is like the return of the ex, okay? Venus retrograde, all these retrogrades, right? All this stuff going on. the retrogrades have a lot to do with everything that's going on right now, straight up. That's just the way it is, okay? But ultimately in June, okay, in July, we're going to be seeing a lot of the returning of the X's. This is like divine plan, okay? It's the energy pools, okay? Things that once were not will be, and things that are will no longer be, okay? So there's going to be a lot of changing here. But Cupid's arrow is coming through, so clearly we know that Cupid has been struck on your person, right? Cupid aimed that arrow right at your person, and they're kind of going through how are they going to come towards you, okay? And let's hope that something doesn't, because the devil likes to work in mysterious ways, right? Let's hope that something doesn't come through and distract your person from their plan, because that's how life works, okay? It's important to understand. That's why I don't bring up time on my channel a whole lot, all right? But anyways, Cupid's arrow is about having that faith, okay? Understanding that everything happens for a reason, no matter what. If Divine's, plan is to have you guys go through this struggle for 20 years and then meet up when you only have 5 years left of life, well, everything's for a reason, okay? So it's understanding and trusting in Divine's plan and, trying to get out of the thought process of, tangible thought process, like where it's like, it either has to happen when you say or it doesn't happen at all, that kind of process, because that's not how things work, okay? But ultimately with the Cupid's arrow, it's telling you just to have faith in the situation, okay? That love is coming. It's going to be a surprise invitation or meeting, but there is hesitation, okay? So this is your person, Leo, right? What we were just saying, right? They're going back and forth in their head. They don't know how to take action. They don't know how to communicate action. They know they fucked up in the past and they want to rewrite the past. They know they want to manifest a long term, not just short term. But they also know that they fucked up in the past, so they have to really rewrite those wrongs. They have to really come through showing what's up. They have to really come through manifesting, right? Proving themselves, because you have depended on them for so long and they never came through. So now they know when they come through that they've got to produce, So ultimately, though, there's a lot of hesitation, right? Because within that burden, and not even a burden, within that expectation of this person, Leo, they feel it, okay? It doesn't matter if you've cried in your bed and saying, crying to God, please have him come sweep me, or her come sweep me off my feet, tell them to come back to me, that kind of energy. It's like, ultimately, if this person is that kind of connection, they're going to feel like that, right? They're going to feel that dependency, right? So they know. So that's putting a lot of weight on their shoulders, okay? Let's see. You have 4 cards on the table yet. I just don't want to read them to you yet. I'm trying to get them all out before I really clarify everything with you. We do have girl with a snake, okay? This is what I was telling you, Leo. It's important that you set boundaries, okay? If this person does decide to take action, they decide to no longer go back and forth in their head on what they should do, and they decide to take action towards you. Okay, there's a few things that can happen. One, you're not ready and you haven't set boundaries, and so the same thing's going to happen again, and the relationship's just not evolved and ready to go. Or vice versa, you didn't set those boundaries, and this person kind of made the decision to take action a little too soon, didn't take the proper steps, didn't end a cycle out before trying to begin a new cycle with you. Whatever the case is, if there's issues that still had to be worked on before the initiation, before the meeting, ultimately, if you don't set up boundaries, this person's going to do the same thing to you again. So you do have to establish those boundaries, Leo. You have to, okay? As much as you love this person, love yourself in the same way. Makes sense. Spirit, anything else when it comes to this connection? Makes sense. Yeah. I do feel like, honestly, Leo, this person has caused you to second guess yourself. This person has made you second guess what life paths you should take. It's like you almost like, it's like even if you're in a relationship, it's like every decision you're about to make, it's like you take a step back and you're like, okay, should I fully do this? Well, what if this person comes back to me? Or what if I take this path and this person decides to call me and then tell me and confess their love to me? It's like you always include them in your plans, even though they're not a part of your life, I do honestly feel this energy of it's just like you're tired. It's not that you're tired of waiting. It's just that you feel like you've waited so long now that you're almost to this point where you're about to walk away from this person, because it's not that you're going to walk away from them fully, because you'll always think of them. Yeah, makes sense. All right, let me go over these cards with you guys, Leo. I'm sorry for procrastinating here. Okay, we have the axe coming through, right? So there was a breakup, right? There was an ending. We know this, okay? We know this person walked away from you, or maybe you made the decision and then this person walked away. Either way, you focused on the separation of this relationship, right? But it's also important to remind yourself, Leo, if there was an ending, there was something to learn in that ending. Okay, yes, we understand. It's like we actually don't understand, and we get so focused on the pain of not having that person that we failed to realize that there was something to create, there was something to learn. It's like if you're feeling this person keeps doing the same thing over and over again, it's because there's a pattern. And there was an ending because you're supposed to stop this pattern. There's something that's happening within what you're allowing this person to get away with. It's not the actual breakup, okay? It's something that is happening that leads up to this breakup, okay? It's something that's happening before the breakup that is a pattern. Does that make sense? So this does have a lot to do with, again, what I was saying, Leo, not only with you, but with your person maybe having some issues that go further back, okay? Maybe there wasn't a mother that was nurturing. Maybe there was, there wasn't a mother in the house. Maybe the mother worked all the time. Maybe there was no guidance, maybe there was no nurturing. Maybe, there could be so many different things, okay? There really can. Ultimately, there was some sense of abandonment, okay? So I feel like because your person didn't have nurturing, and I'm not saying that their mother wasn't there, I'm just saying that there was something that lacked when it came to nurturing. So I feel like, honestly, this pattern, when it stopped, they didn't fully understand what nurturing was, and you gave it to them, Leo. And they didn't know what that was because they weren't used to it. This is why I said there was trickery going on, okay? But ultimately, they did end it, and there was something for you to learn within that. There was something that was happening up to that point, leading to that point. There's a pattern, okay? There's something there that has to do with silent treatment. The reason they're walking away from you and not communicating with you, they're feeling like they can't communicate with you, okay? But there's something for you to learn in that, Leo, not just them, okay? They figure out, all right, they wake up and they figure out that you were only being nurturing, not needy, okay? But again, they were in a state of illusion. They were in a state of trickery. So now that they realize that there was something faulty in that separation, okay, there was something faulty. There was a reason they didn't want to communicate with you. There was a reason why they abandoned you. It had to do with, again, their own patterns that they had to see. So I feel like, Leo, you have to stop the pattern within your side now. You have to create those boundaries, okay? I don't know which one to start with first. Let's do girl with the snake, okay? Empath, narcissist, being charmed, being used, and setting up boundaries. So here's spirit telling you straight up, Leo. That's what it's about for you, okay? So there's going to be this, I like to tell everybody in my videos, you guys, and this is going to be consistent on all of my videos, and you'll hear me say this over and over again. If there is 100% of you, this is why they say it's a 50-50 relationship. If you are one of those ones to say, no, I want a 100-100 relationship, you will never have long-term in a 100-100 relationship and 100% relationship. Yeah, I know it sounds nice, but ultimately it's not. If I have 100% of myself and I get with somebody and this person gives me 100% of themselves, I'm going to take everything they give me, okay? And what happens if I choose not to give any of myself? Well, I've taken everything from that person and I didn't have to give them anything in return. And it's not that people intentionally think that, but that's just kind of what happens. So ultimately, Leo, it's up to you to only give 50% of yourself away. Don't ever give more than that. If you give anything else more away, you're only losing yourself, okay? You have to save some for you. Ultimately, that's probably a lot of the issues that you're seeing now with this person. If this is your situation, it's because you never set up those boundaries. You allowed this person to take all of you, okay? So they walked away from you, they took all of you, they were silent with you, they abandoned you, and it's because, again, there was trickery on both sides. One, you didn't set up boundaries, you allowed this person to take everything, and two, this person took everything, and of course, ultimately, they realized that it wasn't neediness, it was, again, just you being nurturing, okay? We also have, I have a few cards here, okay? I'm trying to save the best for last for you guys, okay? I guess let's go ahead and just let's get to it, right? You have two cards coming in that is kind of raising questions for me, okay? Clearly we have a soulmate connection here, okay? I was filling this with the connection period. I didn't really know if it was a twin flame connection or if it was soulmate. I guess let me tell you guys the difference between the two really briefly. Soulmate connections, you'll have many within your lifetime, okay? And when I say many, I mean many, all right? They are made to teach you something and not karmic, okay? Karmic is all about bad karma or even good karma. Sometimes you can get a karmic relationship that's good karma, okay? And you are rewarded things out of the relationship, even though the relationship doesn't last forever, right? Ultimately, though, with soulmate connections, you're going to have multiple soulmate connections in your life. It's all about learning, right? It's about partnership, agreeing to things, and it's a soul contract. It was a contract that was written before your existence, okay? And it's kind of like what I like to say, it's like little speed bumps throughout our life are the soulmate connections, because they tend to be things that wake us up, okay? They tend to be things that come out of nowhere, and they wake us up and they make us learn, right? And they kind of keep us back like on track where we're supposed to be going, okay? Now, soulmate connections can be twin flame connections too. So it's hard to say at this point if this is a twin flame connection, okay? But ultimately, this is a soulmate connection. So there is a partnership here, okay? There is a union here. There is a connection, and so you are feeling this person, okay? We also have the mirror card coming through. So this is telling me that you guys are mirroring each other, okay? So it's important to understand too with mirroring. I think what the most important thing to understand about the mirror card is not just that, that you guys are mirroring each other, but more importantly, it's the looking in the mirror part, okay? I think that's the hardest part for us, is that it's so much easier to point out somebody else's flaws, but it's so much harder to see your own flaws. Straight up, it's one of the hardest things to do with anybody. I don't care how much you agree or disagree. It's the reality behind it. Assuming responsibility for your own actions is also a hard thing for a lot of people, but ultimately looking in the mirror and telling yourself, hey, you've got an issue with anger, or hey, and that's just my personal thing. You guys all have different issues, different things, but ultimately it's about facing your own fears. It's about looking in the mirror and acknowledging. But more importantly about the mirror card, it's the way you perceive things is a reflection of yourself. So if you feel like this person is never going to come around, if you feel like this person doesn't love you, ultimately it's because there's a part of you that's not coming around. There's a part of you that's not loving yourself. So just remember that. I know it's one of the hardest things to do, but ultimately if you feel like, this person loves you and everything's going to work out, well, ultimately it's because you love yourself and everything will work out with or without this person, okay? So just remember that. We also have the butterfly coming through, okay? So this is telling me, Leo, that you guys are evolving. You are transforming, all right? You are ascending. It's all about growth. It's all about healing the inner child. It's about transforming, right? It's about going on to the next phase. So I do feel like, and remember I said I saw a lot, Leo, I saw a lot of 8s and 9s in your reading, okay? So there is a lot of finishing out cycles and starting new phases. So it's important to really wrap up those last things when it comes to how come you can't take that last step? How come you can't complete that cycle? Because you're still waiting for this person. This person will not come back with that energy. You have to end out the cycle, even walk away from the old connection. That way, if you do connect back with this person and it becomes a twin flame connection, it is a new connection and not the old connection. It's important to face the facts, and that is that this is over, right? That there is an ending to this. If you want this person to come back into your life, you do not want them to come back into your life with the same energy. So it's important to put a hammer in the coffin. Put a nail in the coffin, close it, bury it, and let it be. Let it go, walk away, okay? Ultimately, if it's meant for you, it'll come back. And when it does come back, because you buried that old cycle, it'll be a new cycle, okay? Hand of cards, love call, all right, and date, okay? So the confusing part for me, of course, is having the soulmate connection and not seeing a twin flame. Ultimately, you do want a twin flame card. Twin flame is your other half, right? It is the duality. It is the yin and yang. A twin flame connection is what everybody wants. I know a lot of people have really kind of misconfused it, and I know from reader to reader it'll change, okay? But just understand that the twin flame connection is what you want. You don't want a soulmate connection. Yes, you want a soulmate connection. They're made for you. It's just that ultimately long-term, from life to life to life to life, the twin flames always come back. They are one, okay? They are split. But Spirit is saying for you to get out there and date, okay? So I do feel like, again, this is what I was seeing coming through your energy, Leo, not taking that step, not manifesting a new cycle, staying in that back cycle, right? Not walking away from this connection because you're afraid this person might come back, right? Ultimately, if this person's going to come back, they're going to come back whether you choose to hold on forever or not, okay? So it's what you do with that time away from them that is important to you, not to them. I know it sounds really weird, but ultimately Spirit's telling you to get out there and date. Get out there and meet someone new, all right? Plan, set a date, get out there, meet someone. I think you'll find it once you do, you get a little bit of confidence, and then it's like now you won't depend on this person so much. Then they won't feel that energy, and then they may be able to make a wise decision and not feel rushed. I feel like they're feeling rushed because it's like you're still hanging on. You haven't taken that last step. So they're still feeling that energy of you not completing that cycle. Therefore, they're kind of back and forth. What action do I take? Do I take action now or do I wait? You know what I'm saying? They're feeling your energy, so they're having the same energy. Because remember, you guys are mirroring each other. Okay, maybe not in the exact same way, not verbally in the same way, not physically in the same way, but you guys are mirroring each other. All right. We do have Love Call, and we also have the Hand of Cards, because these are two important cards, very important cards. With the Love Call, yes, this person could be reaching out to you, okay? The X returns, right? And again, remember, it's important you set up boundaries so that you can know if this person's going to do the same thing they did before. And ultimately, if you set up boundaries, this person can't do the same thing they did before, okay? And it's important that you do that because this person, if they're coming to you for the nurturing side of you, again, you have to save 50% for yourself because you can't allow this person to take everything from you. They have to respect you, and the only way they will respect you is if you respect yourself, okay? How you treat yourself is a reflection of how others treat you. If you doubt yourself, others will doubt you, okay? If you lack confidence, others will lack confidence in you. It's the way it works. It's the way energy works. It's the way of law of attraction, right? And don't get me wrong, there's still a lot more, details to it. It's not just so simple, but ultimately your energy attracts that energy, okay? It's an energy, right? So the Love Call in the Hand of Cards, the reason it's important is because if this person does reach out to you, okay, I feel like honestly, with two Temperance cards, this is reconciliation. I feel like they are going to come back to you. I feel like they're going to come back to you though once you make the decision to walk off. Once you make that decision to start a new phase, this is where they're going to feel that energy and they're really going to come through. And maybe that's the way it's supposed to be because of course it's not our plan, it is Divine's plan. But ultimately, if this person does call you, Leo, if they do decide to reach out to you, the most important thing other than you setting up boundaries is to not expose everything to this person, okay? Just like with the whole 50-50 when it comes to loving yourself and not giving all of yourself away, same thing when it comes to your words, okay? If you know you have 20 million thoughts in your head about everything you've wanted to say to this individual the whole time you've been separated from this person, if you get the chance to talk to this person, do not tell them everything, okay? You have to play your cards right. Love is a game. Straight up, it is not the fairy tale story that we have been imprisoned to follow, okay? It is not what society makes a relationship about, okay? It's not this perfect thing that you're seeing with like the Ace family and all these, ultimately it's important to understand that it is a game, okay? And a lot of people don't realize that. They think that true love shouldn't be a game. Well, no, it is a game. And that's the thing is either you play the game or you don't. And if you don't play the game right, you will lose. And that ultimately is what is happening when relationships are failing. You're not playing the game right. So Spirit is telling you with the Hand of Cards, do not expose all of your cards, okay? Lay those cards down right when you need to and win, right? Play to win the game. Don't play to lose your hand or to lose your bet. Now, ultimately, there are things in life that are out of your control. What is not meant for you will not be, and what is meant for you will be, okay? Even if it takes centuries or lifetimes, okay? So ultimately, all in all, Leo, I think there's two areas that you really need to focus on, okay? That is ending out old cycles and starting new. Go ahead and close that damn door, let it be, and open up a new door, okay? If this person comes back, they come back. If you're waiting for this person, you're wasting your life, okay? I don't care if this person chooses to come back or not. Ultimately, if you're waiting for this person to come back, that is your first mistake. You need to push on with your life and you need to find happiness within yourself, Leo. Number two, if you are not able to, so we know that you need to manifest, and the only way to manifest is to not doubt yourself so much anymore, Leo. If this connection didn't work, find out why it didn't work within yourself. If you don't have mental clarity with this person, if you don't have communication with them, you need to find the mental clarity for yourself, okay? So whether you need to go look in the mirror and tell yourself this person just didn't care for you and it's over and you need to walk on, then do it. Whatever you need to do to find your sanity. Remember, you guys, the 8 of Swords was there, right? The 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords energy, feeling trapped, imprisoned in your own thoughts, okay? You have to release that shit. That shit will consume you so quick. It seriously will. You have to, even if it's just replacing one of those negative thoughts with just one positive thought, you know, it's just this, it's kind of like this training that you have to do within your thought process. You have to start clearing out those negative thoughts. You know, will this person come back to me? Is this person coming back to me? Look, the cards are saying that this person wants to reconciliate, but ultimately it shouldn't matter if they want to reconciliate or not. I know that you love them. I'm not saying that you don't. But when it comes down to it, are you going to waste, dude, our lives are so limited. Our lives here in Earth or on Earth are very limited. And I don't think people realize it until you're 50, 60 years old saying, damn, where did the time go? So ultimately, are you going to sit there and waste your life on somebody, or are you going to move forward? What if I told you that the only thing holding you back from this connection was you moving forward for yourself? You know, I think ultimately that's the question you have to ask yourself is, am I okay walking away alone? And if you're okay walking away alone, I promise you things will work out for you more than you realize. I know it sounds weird. I hope it makes sense to you, Leo. Ultimately, though, you do have to set up boundaries so that this person cannot do this to you again, okay? If you set up those boundaries and this person comes back, you created those boundaries. So this person can't hurt you like they did before. They can't take everything with you again. They can't take all of you with them again. Does that make sense? Let me go through the comments, you guys, really quick, Leo, and make sure I didn't, miss anything. But ultimately, I don't see a twin flame connection. I don't. That's not to say that it can't be. Ultimately, it depends on your energy as well as their energy. If you guys are mirroring each other and it is that kind of connection, if you walk away, they're going to feel that. They're going to feel that energy pull, and it's going to make them get real clear real quick. And honestly, again, maybe this has nothing to do with them or you. Maybe this has to do with divine. Man, I had a reading the other day that was pretty intense that told me there was this person that I couldn't let go of. It was because they had killed me in my past life. Like, there's some crazy shit that happens. Like, and I'm not saying ultimately that that's what happened, but all in all, there could be a reason for why divine doesn't allow things to work out. Okay. Some of the things that we think are great for us are actually the worst things for us. And sometimes the things that we lose were made for us to lose them so that we could value ourselves a little bit more, or we could find the love for ourselves a little bit more. All right, Leo, that's all I have for you. We went into an hour and 18 minutes. That was kind of long. I am going to go over the comments really quickly, you guys. And let's see. They always go back to their exes. That's what they always do, right? I'm Leo rising. I am not attracted to Leos. Leo's problem is loving people who don't feel anything but associate love. Fucking crazy. Sorry, just going through the comments, you guys. Yeah, ultimately, I think if you can find this this mentality of doing things for yourself, I mean, it's so hard though, because some people, it's weird. Like my ex, me and him together hated each other. It was a very physical, very violent relationship. And then we separate Takes years. Okay, it didn't happen overnight. Took lots of years, and it's only because we had kids that we had to still try to work on the relationship. But ultimately, he found someone else and I found someone else, and I never thought anybody could be happy with him. I know that sounds really evil, okay? But I was just like, dude, nobody could ever be okay with this person. Like, he's just terrible. Well, no, it's just that he was terrible for me and vice versa. But ultimately, when somebody keeps doing the coming back and forth thing, it's because you haven't set boundaries. Because again, a person will only take what you allow them to take. Does that make sense? I want to be happy, left alone with my kids. Ultimately, honestly, Tatiana, that's what needs to be done. It has to be, it's like if you can be okay alone. Don't get me wrong, I get it. Nobody wants to be alone, But at the same time, if you find value in yourself and you find respect for yourself, don't put that wall so damn high, Tatiana, that nobody can get in. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that if somebody is willing to, give you that relationship, it's just that sometimes we get so caught up with what love should look like or what love should feel like that sometimes it's hard for us to, one, even grasp what it really is, much less be able to even really have it long term, because one, we expect it to be something from the go-get, right? From the get-go. It has to be this, it has to be that, it has to, there's always these requirements of what a relationship should be. And then you get that relationship and it isn't what it was. And not only that, but I have been in 4 long relationships, and I can tell you this, that after 2 years, a lot of the passion goes away. A lot of the romance goes away. So you have to find things to work for it. Like, relationships are not easy. So I think it's just important that a lot of you guys understand that, that I feel like a lot of readers give off this persona that your twin flame is going to be perfect and that everything's going to be magical. But again, it's no different from what Disney is telling you guys, that, Prince Charming is going to come sweep Cinderella off her feet or whatever it is. Ultimately, though, that's not how it is, okay? Nothing is perfect and nothing is going to be perfect. It's going to take work. And I think that's the reality of it, I hope that makes sense, you guys. That's all I have for you, Leo. I hope it makes sense. Again, just focus on creating boundaries for yourself. It's important that way. Not only this person doesn't hurt you, but maybe even if someone new comes into your life, they don't hurt you as well. And not only that, but when you love yourself and you respect yourself, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. And because your energy is such again, a positive energy of respect and love within, ultimately you're going to attract those kind of people, whether this is friends, family, whatever it is. That's like some people don't get along with their family members and then you get along with other ones. Same thing. It's because you're attracting what you are, right? So ultimately, if you have that mentality that, you love yourself, and I don't mean ego, I'm talking about like a good love, right? Love yourself, respect yourself, and you will attract these same kind of people. Leo, that's all I have for you. I hope it made sense. Actually, you know what? No, I forgot. I forgot to pull advice for your person, okay? That was the one thing I did forget to do. I do need to pull it really quick. We still have a few minutes. Sorry, you guys, it went so long, but this is for your person, okay, Leo? For your person, advice for their dark areas. Let's find out what Spirit has to say for your person, okay? Spirit, show me what I need to see, please. Show me what I need to see when it comes to Leo's person. Advice for their dark areas and their shadows. One more time, Spirit. Advice for Leo's person. All right. Let's see what they have to say. Sorry about that, you guys. All right, Spirit, any advice for Leo's person? Penelope the Dreamweaver. All right, let's read it out of the book really quick, okay? Number 28 for any of those that you guys are into numbers. I'm like all over the place with this one. Let's see here. All right, number 28, Penelope Dreamweaver. All right, can you guys see it good? I want to make sure you guys, okay. Seek visions and inspiration. Be aware that they are often subtle and require close attention. Fantasies, dreams, and daydreams are all places an inspiration fairy can contact us, but she can also pop up unannounced in the midst of the most ordinary of activities. in the bath, washing the dishes, driving the car, or elsewhere, or anywhere else that our mind is half occupied and half running on idle. Pay special attention to unsought inspirations at this time. They have something wonderful to offer you, but it is up to you to catch them and bring them into reality. So yeah, this is where I said your person just kind of keeps going back and forth. I do feel like, honestly, your person does again have these memories. They do have these dreams, and they do know that they fucked up in their past, and they do want to make things right. But ultimately, they have to grasp these dreams. They have to grasp this idea, right? Because it's still in the early stages. So ultimately, if they were to react in the early stages, it's going to be a hell of a mess. So ultimately, they need to grab those inspirations. They need to find other inspiration and not just focus on one thing. If you're fixated, you tend to have some difficulties. So ultimately, for your person, they just need to really kind of get a little bit more creative and make sure that they're not just fixated on you, or the past mistakes, rewriting the past mistake. Like if they're just focused on that, that's again where that card came through, is greed, right? They're going to be so focused on you that it's about controlling you. All right. So that's all I got for you guys, Leo. I will see you guys later. I still have about 5 more videos to do, so I will be going live all day. Remember, we do possess all 12 zodiac signs, so you should be able to find a message in all zodiac readings, okay? With that being said, you guys, I love you. Stay blessed. Don't forget, if you're subscribed to my channel, you automatically are entered to win the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. As soon as we reach 1,000 subscribers, I will announce the winner. The winner will receive a 2-hour soulmate reading, and you do get to ask 6 questions in the reading. So it's my max reading. It's an awesome reading. It's long, but it's hella worth it. Okay. We look at the shadows and the lights of the situation. Let's see. Personal readings. If you guys want a personal reading, don't forget to email me. My email's in the description. Just send me an email. Be like, hey, Empress Egypt, I would like your price list, and we'll go from there. Other than that, you guys, be on the lookout on my Instagram. Make sure you guys are following me. I am going to be offering some products. All right. I have created a Shopify. I'm still working on it. Check out awokecosmos.com. I will be having bath, body, and hair products. I was going to do a monthly subscription box, and I've decided not to. But I am going to be offering men products as well: beard balms, hair balms, body balms, bath bombs, all kinds of stuff, you guys. Really excited to launch my brand. I've been working really hard on it. It's all natural. I do add fragrance and mica to most of my products, but I can also make them 100% all natural. So for all of you guys who are hypoallergenic, I know I'm blabbing on a lot. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here, you guys. Okay. I love you. Stay blessed. Blessed be. And I will see you guys. All right. Bye.